If you were a Californian, I'd recruit him to run for governor. Everybody was real serious here. First of all, I want to get the
Whoa. Not yet.
we haven't started yet. I want to get the record straight. Michael Moore is no sicko. Let me tell you right now. You talk about a man who is committed to speaking the truth and to giving people an opportunity to put into perspective their own realities. Is just amazing. Me and several of members of my own leadership team had an opportunity today to meet with Michael Moore and talk about his movie and to talk about the most critical issue facing this country, and I believe the most critical issue facing California, and that's the crisis of health care that we confront today. I do want to say on behalf of myself, Assembly members Berg, Daimali, Hayashi, Hernandez, and DeSalmian, and all of the members of the caucus, and Mr. De La Torre, who for some reason has decided to not stand with us. I think I can still speak on his behalf. The tallest Latino I've ever run into. But as you know, last week both houses of the legislature passed health care proposals, and Senator Parada and I stood together last Thursday with leading healthcare advocates to celebrate the moving forward of the progress that was made on healthcare reform here in California. Not a perfect plan by any stretch of the imagination, but clearly a step in the right direction. I'm hopeful, and we're all hopeful, that our work will be made a lot easier by the increased public awareness and the public outrage that Michael Moore and the film Sicko will be spurring in the coming weeks and months to come. This is the kind of public awareness that I believe is crucial. It's one thing to buy political paid advertisement. It's another thing to display people's realities on film and to do it in the most genuine fashion. No one knows how to do it better than Michael Moore. And I will tell you, I believe he is a true American. He's a real patriot, a man who cares about the people of this country, a man who believes fundamentally in what this country stands for. And I will tell you that it just strengthens our resolve as we fight those who want to stand in the way of progress while we try to deal with the challenge of increasing access to health care to the 6.5 million people that don't have it, to improve the quality of health care, and to reduce the cost of health care for the common worker. We know that health care reform is the target currently of a multi-million-dollar campaign by those who believe that the status quo is the only way to go because the for-profit forces ought to continue to be in the driver's seat on healthcare reform. Apparently, not everybody is happy with the healthcare system the way it is, and there are some who believe, though, that if you make enough money from it, you can put millions of dollars on television commercials without blinking an eye to speak to the people and try to misguide their thinking. But if your profits and priorities are so out of whack that you can skim millions off the top of your patient care premiums to pay for misleading ads, then maybe you need to worry less about your cash and more about the patients that you really ought to be representing. And just as he did with the movie Bowling for Columbine and Fahrenheit 9/11, Michael Moore is going directly to the public with the disturbing but real and serious facts and questions that need to be made. My hope is that this movie moves the California debate about universal health care forward, just as Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth moved our state's landmark global warming bill, AB 32, forward. That helps our effort here in California. But I believe that honest discussion and debate is only going to make the public more receptive to the health care reforms we are currently advancing here in the Capitol. And I want to just say a special thank you to Michael for joining us today, for being here with us, and we're going to be with him at his premiere of Sicko tonight. We hope all of you join us, and that then you encourage your families to go to the movies and pay the, what, $12 or whatever it costs to go to the movies these days.
Too much.
Too much. But let me just tell you, first of all, we want to thank him for also getting so dressed up for us this evening. As you can tell, he's wearing a sports coat, which he didn't have to wear, but he decided to, and we appreciate his work, his efforts, his commitment, his passion for people, his passion for the truth. I don't think anybody can give him a proper introduction. But ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming none other than our good friend, a great American, Michael Moore.